Alright, man, so in this video today I want to talk about the change, that I liked it between Saints Row 1 Stillwater and Saints Row 2 Stillwater. The feel I got from each Stillwater and why I liked it, the feel of, like, why I loved the feel of each Stillwater, right? Now, the first thing I want to talk about each Stillwater is that, let's talk about Saints Row 1 Stillwater, right? Now, if we talking about, like, when it came to, like, just overall this look of the city from Saints Row 1, it looks worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of abandoned buildings, not color wise, because I feel like Saints Row 1 Stillwater was way more colorful. But, like, just overall, the city was, more like, had a gutter look to it, more of a gangster look, way more. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of, just abandoned, burnt down buildings. And I'm pretty sure Shivington and Sunnyvale, just by driving around, it looked way more, worse in Saints Row 1. Now, if you're a person that you play Saints Row 2 and Saints Row 1 a lot, you will notice that Saints Row 1 does feel a lot smaller. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you just hopped off Saints Row 2, you hop on Saints Row 1. Saints Row 1 feels so small because, like, it's not much. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't much. I heard that, Saints Row, Mr. Saints Godzilla said, like, a lot of stuff that possibly was in Saints Row 2 was originally going to be in Saints Row 1, but, it couldn't make it, maybe of timing or probably because they couldn't, it was not enough space to put that much stuff in the game. Who knows, right? But what I will say about Saints Row 1 Stillwater, it was very vibrant. Even though it had gang life in it, it just still felt better. In terms of like I said, like the look of it, and even though, like I said, a lot of abandoned buildings and stuff like that, right? And it was better. It actually was, right? And that's gonna lead me into talking about Stillwater and Saints Row 2, right? Now, I feel like in Saints Row 2, yeah, they tried to clean up Stillwater and all that, right? Cleaned it up. A lot of areas that the same areas you might go to that was in Saints Row 1 that's in Saints Row 2 is probably changed up a lot. Way more different. You feel me? Way more different. But no matter, even though they cleaned up Stillwater in Saints Row 2, you can see the lack of color. Like, it literally looks like somebody got, like, Stillwater in Saints Row 2 and just drained all of the juice out of it. It looks so dry. And I know that was actually, because Valicia said it was a mistake or something, like it was some monitors they was making Saints Row 2 on. Saints Row 2 was not supposed to look washed out. Saints Row 2 was actually supposed to be colorful, just like Saints Row 1. But they said some monitors they was working on made the game look real good on there. Then when they released the game or something, they said on every other TV or every other type computer, it looked all dried up and washed out, right? But to be honest, some people might found that bad, but I found it good. I found it good because I feel like in Saints Row 2, it was a lot of depressing stuff going on in Stillwater. Altor kicking a lot of people out their homes. The gangs becoming way more worse than how they was from Saints Row 2. Everybody having this dark, cold change to them. Like I said, everybody turned cold. I saw it in Dix. The only person that I say didn't really turn that cold was Julius. But Julius was cold in Saints Row 1 for what he did to you. You know what I'm saying, at the end. So, to be honest, everybody turned cold. Dix, Johnny, you the most. You turned the coldest. But it made a lot of sense why you was the way you was in Saints Row 2. Especially after seeing the stuff you did and how Julius did you at the end of the game in Saints Row 1, right? But I found it, like, the city felt, like, the way the city looked it. Everybody know, okay, Saints Row 2, yes, Stillwater was more fun. But we gotta admit, Saints Row 2 and Stillwater looked at depressing, bro, compared to Saints Row 1's. But I feel like it fitted so well. Because like I always said, yeah, Saints Row 1 was with game bang, but I feel like people in Saints Row 1 wasn't that dark. But in Saints Row 2, everybody's darker. So the atmosphere change of Stillwater fitted so well. All these crackheads. Altor kicking these people out their house. Some of them having to move to Shivington and Sunnyvale. It was barely crackheads in Saints Row 1. And Saints Row 2 is so many crackheads. all on the ground doing drugs. You clearly can see that in Sunnyvale and Shivington, bro, in Saintsboro too. I mean, everything just, you know what I'm saying, turned so bad. And another thing I liked it about the change between 1 and 2 is that you could feel that change. You could feel that things wasn't the same no more. Some people might found that good or bad. I found it good because 5 years passed. They wanted the player, you playing the game, to feel that change between Saintsboro 1 and 2, in my opinion. They wanted you to feel that things weren't the same no more. And it wasn't. A lot of things, you know what I'm saying, didn't feel the same no more in Saintsboro 2. It felt like the city just didn't have that same vibe. It felt like time really passed you by, and like times just really went by. You know what I'm saying? Like that change, like, you feel me? It really felt like stuff changed, bro. Like Saintsboro 2, Stillwater just really feels different, and mostly because of Alt Tour, which, you know, also, like, you know, I say like they the ones that really made the city. And I feel like the city, what Saintsboro 2 Stillwater represents is the city being ran down so much and controlled by gangs, all this evil stuff going on, you know, all this just bad, messed up stuff going on, that the city grew to become a depressed type city from all the messed up things that's been going on with it. And it became so messed up to where you just can look at the city and see it. And Saintsboro 2, it just looks depressing. It's fun, but it looks depressing. Saintsboro 1 had a more fun look to Stillwater, even though it was still messed up, still gang banging, still street stuff, but it still had that charm. Saintsboro 1 Stillwater had that charm, like, okay, I might be messed up, but I can still change. In Saintsboro 2, they changed it, but it was, the city was depressed. The soul was sucked out of it, and I loved it. It fitted with the characters well, because everything in Saintsboro 2 felt like the soul was took out of it. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. Because everybody turned the darker turn. Character development, nigga. Niggas changed. And it looked like the city had city development. The city changed. You can see the cold look in the city. You feel me? I loved it. It felt right. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always love playing through Saintsboro 1 and 2 story. Because 2 always feels... Saintsboro 1 feels like the beginning. You can feel the beginning vibe from Saintsboro 1. But Saintsboro 2, as the sequel, it feels like stuff has changed. I always do, you know, 5 years. Some people make it any time gap. I say 5 years, you know what I'm saying, since, you know, I feel like, yeah, that does fit the best. 5 years passed, right? Even though that much stuff couldn't change in 5 years, but, hey, nigga, it's a game. It don't got to be realistic, right? But, yeah, man, let me know how y'all feel in the comments, bro. Like, how y'all feel about the change between Saintsboro 1 Stillwater and Saintsboro 2 Stillwater? Like, you know, you can definitely feel, in my opinion, a big change between the two cities. But, yeah, man, I'm out.